What it do, y'all? We back again. Another installment of the Grounded Show 12121.
So 121, some light.
We back again, man.
Yeah.
Looks like lot of people been locked into this LeBron thing. It's still been continuing the little saga, especially carrying into the Lakers and kind of like their playoff chances and stuff like that.
And he went on the Pat McAfee show.
Yeah, and actually responded.
Yeah, he did his big one on there.
To Stephen A.
That's something that LeBron has never done. He's more been a off the court, a more humble approach guy, but he went on there like a heel. Like that was his heel turn. He went on there and just spit everything he was feeling about everybody. I think the Pat McAfee show is the kind of outlet where you want to do that because they keep it real on there for sure. I think the way he did it was good. I think it's a little out of character for him, but I mean, I enjoyed it.
I think it's also it's also this thing now where I feel like he like kind of like LeBron said it in the clip. He's seen Stephen A. kind of going on his little media run about the situation, and he kind of wanted to just give his side of the story, really. Yeah. So like nobody could run with or speculate or basically to like take the air out of that news cycle. Because after that, it quickly shifted to like the playoff push.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And speaking of the playoff push, man, we were actually gonna do the music, but let's get into this.
Yeah.
Let's get into this sports, dog.
What is like 2 or 3 games left in the season?
Yeah,
now?
a couple games left in the regular season, 3 games for most teams. And today, the day that we're recording it, and we'll actually drop this probably tomorrow just to keep it relevant to what's going on in the NBA. But dog, the shocking news, man. Mike Malone fired.
That's nuts.
He's the head coach of the Nuggets. You know, they're a couple of games out of the playoffs. I mean, they're in the playoffs. I'm saying they're a couple games away from the playoffs, so it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's a prevalent team, though.
Yeah. And I mean, he led them to a title a year ago. I mean, they didn't win last year. They won the year before. And it's just insane how many head coaches that won titles have been getting fired in the NBA, bro. I saw a graphic going back to, I think, 2019. Every coach that has won a title has been fired except for Steve Kerr.
Oh, damn. Man.
Every single coach that has won a title, Steve Kerr and Joe Mazzulla.
Yeah. For who was that?
For the Celtics, because they just won it.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
still their coach.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're the only coaches that haven't got fired that have won a title since like 2019 or something like that.
So what do you think it is? Like, why are so successful coaches getting fired at this point?
So one of the main reasons they were saying that Mike Malone got fired was they say he lost a locker room, whether it be they got tired of his message, maybe he wasn't relating to this group of players or something, but something wasn't working there. And I mean, it's a crazy move. They informed the GM that they weren't gonna like rehire him or extend him past his contract, so he didn't necessarily get fired, but he's basically not gonna be there.
But so, how important are the coaches now to these winning teams if they're just getting released like that?
I think it's partly not just the importance of the coach, but now there's certain players that are kind of bigger than the franchise, and I think in Denver, Jokic is that guy. So, to me, honestly, bro, like it had to be something with Jokic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like something about, and not even specifically like he had an issue with Jokic, but the people up top maybe saw like, man, we kind of flounder and we should be better with the guy that we got on this team.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Somebody could be in here doing better than what this guy doing. I don't know. I feel like they've been playing well as they can with the type of players that they have that are struggling. Like Michael Porter Jr. hasn't been really good lately. What's his name? Aaron Gordon hasn't been that good lately. I mean, he's a little older as well. So I think it's also them asking a lot of him in this later stages of his career. You know what I'm saying?
And he's still balling. He's still putting up MVP numbers.
Yeah, Jokic is still doing his thing, man. Murray's been like kind of like streaky, but he's definitely been coming to form lately. And I mean, I see them as a threat for sure for the title. When you look at the West right now, like the way that the playoff race is insane. Any team could kind of fluctuate between that like 2 to 8 range really right now. Like, and then even like Minnesota's been on like a little skid,
Hmm.
but they've beaten most of the teams that are in
Yeah,
this
they beat the
playoff
teams that
race.
matters. Yeah.
So they own the tiebreaker basically.
Hmm.
So they kind of hold their fate in their hands.
Yeah.
But it's kind of crazy to even think about the way people have been talking about the Lakers and all the little drama around their season and everything, and how sneakily good they've been playing. Like they just out of first place like by a couple
Yeah,
games
no,
right
they
now.
they
You know what I
balling.
mean?
They got role players, and they don't have like
I'm sorry, they're just out of second place by a couple
they don't have
games.
like the egotistical role players. They got dudes who just want to ball, and I think that is the most important factor of a team like that, because that carries on into the playoffs. As I'm here to do my job, not to shine in the playoffs. You know what I mean? Like just win games, be a team player, be a role player, and not just try to make a name for myself. So I can get paid and get better contracts or anything like that. Like that is what establishes a good team versus a team with all stars.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they're a team, and something that they lost with Anthony Davis, they kind of gained with just the pure talent they have now. It's like they kind of all banded together and said, "We gonna figure this out.
Yeah.
We got too much talent on this team to not figure it out."
Oh, for
You know what I
sure.
mean? And I feel like, man, I don't know, man. The Lakers are a kind of scary team, I would say, if you're in the playoff seeding as another Western Conference team, kind of looking at the matchups.
I think the Lakers are really back to being the Showtime Lakers. Like they're really bringing back to the era. Like they're not just winning games; they're making crazy plays. Like Austin Reeves, the lobs he throws to LeBron, the like just the fancy moves they make. Luca, he was like going up for a jump shot and he threw the ball back to get an assist for the three. Like they are not just winning; they're putting on a show. Like I really feel the Showtime Lakers kind of ambiance is coming back, and that is igniting a fire in them that makes them want to win, and they're gonna win. They're gonna win a lot of games, and I think they're gonna have a good run in the playoffs.
Yeah, and that's kind of like what I was alluding to as far as like seeing them in the playoffs, because it's like that's a team with LeBron and Luca, bro.
That's what I'm
Like
saying,
you
B.
got Luca leading the charge as like the young lion, and then like the king of the tribe is in the
Yeah,
back. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like kind of like on reserve. Like this literally was what was the vision for LeBron when he first came to the Lakers. If you remember back in when he first
in the
went to the
bubble.
Lakers, it was kind of like this thing of like even before that, like before they found success, the whole idea was like putting these young players around
Yeah,
LeBron that could play make
hmm,
so that he can kind of choose his spots and reserve his energy.
yeah,
But he ended up still being such a big part of the
yeah.
team
He still had to be the
and
guy.
being the driving force when realistically he shouldn't have been doing that in those later stages of
Hmm.
his career. He was just defying,
In his
yeah,
forties,
defying science basically, bro.
in his forties.
But now he can pick his spots where like they got a big win over OKC, and I think he only
Yeah,
scored like 19 points, bro.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like that, you can't imagine a game where they beat the number one seed late in a playoff push, and
yeah.
LeBron got 19 points. You're gonna be like, where did those other points come from?
Hmm.
But Austin Reeves been hooping. Obviously, they got Luca. Achimura's been playing good.
Yeah.
Gabe Vincent been playing good off the bench. I mean, they got some nice pieces, man. I'm liking them. I'm liking the Clippers. I'm I I'm liking the Timberwolves, but I need to see what version of Randall we get in the playoffs, and that then I'll kind of know. I definitely like them better with Randall than I did with Cat, just
Yeah.
because I didn't like Cat in the playoffs. I felt like played a little soft. People that live and die about a three, especially at that size in the playoffs, bro, they usually don't succeed.
Yeah, I think that's what D'Antoni, not D'Antoni, Tibbs control on the Knicks when he came over made him be more of a big man. He still lets him shoot. He still lets him get them threes off, but he's actually playing the big man role on the Knicks, which is what was needed.
Yeah,
100%.
he's doing what we envisioned that he could do on the Knicks, as far as like exactly what you're saying. Like he's actually playing that role of like, bro, you're 7 foot, dog.
Yeah.
Like, get in there, make stuff happen. Yeah, you got the shot, but use the shot as like a secondary
Mhm.
thing. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? Like you got to open up your game with the inside game, and it's the thing about basketball, bro. Like no matter how much the game changes like throughout the years, or like the way the regular season is when the playoffs come,
Yep.
the game slowed down. Not so much in the beginning rounds,
Mm-hmm.
but as you get in the later rounds, it's back to regular playoff basketball.
Yep.
Slower
That
games
structure.
where you can't just be chucking threes up. Bro.
Nah, position players is like that. If you're Steph Curry and the Warriors, I get it, but you're not. There's not another team like that.
But even Steph, I mean, he's lost titles on stacked teams.
Yeah.
Where
Yep. Very,
it came down to that three, and that three didn't drop.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He pulled out a little more grit in the Boston series, series they won. You know, that 2022 I think title. You know, he showed like another level there where he really. You know, he got his MVP. Like, he earned that MVP as opposed to before, you know, Iguodala got that first one where it was like people were scratching their head like Steph Curry's the phenom. You know what I'm saying? Like, Iguodala got a finals MVP for getting destroyed by LeBron. Like, it's insane.
by James.
I mean, it's crazy, dog. And then, you know, obviously when KD was there, he was clearly the best player on the team.
Yeah.
But even with Steph, you know, like, he had to be exceptionally great to
like
break
Olympic
that curse.
Olympic style.
Exactly.
Steph Curry.
He had to be exceptionally great to break that curse of shooters not being able to get that big one. Because you can't think of Reggie Miller ain't get it.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Stojakovic ain't get it. You know, Kerr got one, but he wasn't never a main option, or he was never somebody they were looking to.
He had that one shot that Michael passed it to him.
Yep.
And he had that game-winning shot, but outside of that, he didn't get that recognition like Curry does.
That even makes me think of something Kerr said recently where he's like, man, I'm old enough to have been teammates with, I believe he said Kareem. Like, maybe in his later years, because, you know, Kareem played into, like, the late 80s.
Yeah.
And he's like, you know, just the type of stuff that he's seen in basketball is like a wide range of things. He was talking about just like some feat that happened recently, maybe Jokic or LeBron or something, but it just made me think of the fact that, damn, bro, Steve Kerr has been around some crazy basketball.
And that's why I think coaches who actually, there's a lot of player coaches, you know what I'm saying, like coaches who were players in the NBA, but not such prominent players that had runs with outstanding teammates and all-stars like Steve Kerr had. And that's why, like, I was into the pivot earlier, and like Anthony Hardaway is coaching, he's a head coach at Memphis now, his alma mater. Like, the experience you have playing with Shaq, playing with the teams you played with, playing with the players you played with, going through the experiences of winning and losing, I think that's what makes you a better coach and better experienced coach, because once you get in the playoffs, it's a whole, like you said, it's a whole different game. Like, you got to play structured, classic basketball. Like, each position plays their position. There's not just getting away with it. You have to play structured basketball at that point when you're in the playoffs.
Yeah. And if you don't have that experience, you have to be an all-time level observer to really, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because there's definitely some coaches that ain't never play at a high level,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
that have that eye for coaching and know how to explain to players where to fill in gaps and stuff like that. You know, one that I think of is Greg Popovich. I think he played in college, but I think he played for the Navy team. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't even like he was like a top prospect or anything like that. But
he was an observer.
But he knows how to put a team together, and he knows the right type of basketball to get these wins. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Going back to these playoffs, man, we didn't even touch on the East, but the East is kind of like
the Cavs, bro. Without LeBron, they're about to make a name for themselves for the first time without LeBron. I love that.
Man, we'll see.
I love that for them.
They're giving me Atlanta Hawks in the 2010s vibes, man. I'm not looking at.
Yeah.
I'm not looking at the Cavs as a real threat, man.
You're not buying in?
They're going to have to prove it. You know, they're kind of like in the OKC boat to me. Like, all right, prove it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We've seen this before with so many teams, bro, that they just never got the big one. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just that you got to be a different
they have
type
such a
of
great
player,
season
bro.
and they get knocked out in the first round. Yeah, that's
facts.
rough. But Knicks looking good, though. I'm not mad at them.
The Knicks are a couple of injuries on other teams away from winning the title.
Yeah, Jalen Brunson came back, though. He came back last week. Oh, not even last week, just a couple days ago. And we're saving him. I know we're saving him. We're going to save his juice AO for the playoffs, and I think he's going to hold it down. I think the Cat's coming in real good, progressing with the team. Love is like I think they're just gonna do their thing, man.
I feel like the Knicks would need uh uh the Knicks would need a Kawhi Raptors type run to win a chip.
Yeah.
Like they need like other players to go down. They need
Mhm.
Brunson to be going insane out of his mind
Yeah.
as the other player goes
He's going
down.
to though.
Like they need stuff to happen. But I feel like in the East, like teams that can win, like realistically, like it wouldn't surprise me at all. Boston and Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Those are the two
I hate
that.
Boston. No, I mean, okay.
Yeah, yeah. I don't like Boston. I don't like how they play. But
I won't say hate,
but they're so
but I hate them.
they're so good defensively and they shoot so well, bro. That's
Yeah.
that's the thing about Boston. Like like you said, bro. I hate Boston too. Like
Yeah.
I've always thought they was corny as a team. I never liked the brand of basketball Boston played. Like any
Yeah.
team, bro. 2000s, 90s, even like the 80s Bird stuff. Like, cause I used to watch all the
Yeah.
NBA TV classic playoff runs and stuff like that, bro.
That's what Michael Jordan never beat.
I never liked that Boston playing style, man.
Yeah. But I will say Tatum got a battery in his back because he got no playing time in the Olympics. I think that's still something that weighs on him. He still got a chip on his shoulder. Like, nah, I'm still that dude. Y'all gonna see it. Even though he bit off everybody's celebration win when they won the title. Jaylen Brown has a great regimen. I think he trains way harder than probably
Jason
any.
Tatum was doing emotes when he won the title, bro.
Yo, for
Yo,
real.
he had a meme checklist in his phone.
I
and he
seen
said,
that,
I need
bro.
to be every meme on this run.
Somebody said what was gonna happen if we didn't win. I guess we didn't find out.
Bro. Yeah,
He
bro.
took that from Kanye.
Bro,
Then
he
he took
was
the
Kanye,
Kevin
Kobe,
Garnett.
Kevin Garnett, Jordan,
yeah, and then
LeBron.
Stephen Curry. What they gonna say now? What they go? Yo, Jason Tatum.
He was getting the Infinity
please,
Stones of the celebrations.
for
bro.
real. Like, please prepare yourself with original celebrations if y'all make it anywhere near the finals this year. Please.
Bro, he's like my son. Anytime my son gets V-Bucks or Fortnite money, bro, he goes straight and spends his money on skins and emotes and dances, bro. That's Jason Tatum, bro.
Yo,
That's
for
all
real.
he wanted to
This
do
dude-
when he won.
This dude stole off everybody's celebrations. My guy. That also tells me I don't think he thought they were gonna win. Because if you know you're gonna win, you got to get your celebration ready.
Bro, because it's like, I don't know necessarily like if he didn't think they was gonna win so much as, bro, I feel like he just knew Brown had to go off.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like, I don't know, bro. Like Jason Tatum is nice and all, but like when I watch him play, he don't give me that vibe. Like I feel like Brown is the one there that really
Yeah.
is like the one that's like striking the hearts of the other team. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like when I watch them play, I'm more scared of Brown
Yeah,
every time,
than
bro.
Tatum,
Like
yeah.
Tatum is good, bro, but Tatum reminds me of like a Rashard Lewis or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't know, bro. Like he kind of just gives me that same vibe, honestly.
Nah, I feel you 100%. So who do you see? Give me the East and the West finals.
All right, so I'm gonna give you.
Conference finals. Give me the conference finals.
All right, I'm gonna give you what I would like to see and what I think we're gonna see.
All
All
right.
right. So NBA playoffs, conference finals in the West. What I think I mean, it depends on the seeding too. We haven't seen the seeding.
Yeah.
We'll revisit this once the seeding is set. But I could see it being like Nuggets Lakers in the conference finals, which would be fire. I could see it being Clippers and Nuggets or Lakers. You know what I mean? Clippers Lakers would be insane, bro. Conference final. That would be must see TV, bro.
That's like the Subway Series of LA.
Yeah, facts. But who I realistically see, maybe like Denver, OKC. A team that I could realistically see in there, honestly, is the Lakers, bro. I don't think it's like a long shot. I don't think it's a Shannon Sharp
Yeah.
Haiku.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I
Whoa,
just
Stephen A.
I just honestly feel like they could be in that
Lakers in
conference
five.
finals. Yeah, he don't care. He said Lakers in 5 no matter what.
Lakers
dog.
in 5.
Today Brian Windhorst was like, he's like, what'd he say? He said Steph Curry, Chicken Curry, Tyson Fury, Lakers in 3. But yeah, so like
Alright,
I
the
said,
West.
who I realistically
Yeah.
see is that. Then in the East, who I realistically see is Boston, Cleveland.
Yeah.
Boston, Cleveland, or Boston, Cleveland, Bucks. Any iteration of that. Who I would like to see is the Bucks and Cleveland.
That'd be dope.
That's what I would like to see.
That'd be dope.
So then in the finals, who I think is going to be is the Nuggets and the Celtics, with the Nuggets getting the Dubinsky.
Damn.
What I would like to see is the Clippers and the Cavs, with the Clippers getting the Dubinsky.
Okay.
I want to see Kawhi get that ring with the Clippers, dog.
Yeah.
I still say
That's your man's, though. That's your man's. That's a little bias.
We gonna go out with this, dog. To me, healthy Kawhi Leonard, bro, is the best basketball player I've ever seen in my life, dog. In my life, bro.
Yeah.
I've never seen somebody play like the NBA was a video game, bro.
Yeah, for real.
Like, he will dead ass. He'll dead ass hit a three, steal the ball, hit another three, steal the ball, hit, like, I've seen them be down by like 9, 10, 11, 12.
That's like that Tracy
just
McGrady.
Score, get the ball. Like, bro.
That's
like,
that Tracy McGrady 13-second run. In
dog,
Houston.
I've seen him do that multiple times. It's insane, bro. Like, he honestly, to me, bro, when he's healthy and he's like 100%, bro, he is the best player in basketball, dog. Like, that I've ever seen. Like, better than Jordan, better than LeBron, better than anybody. Better than Kobe, dog. I don't care, bro. Because he plays offense and defense exceptionally well. It's insane, bro. He will literally switch and guard the best player and shut him down, and at the same time give you 35, bro. It's insane, dog.
And not smile once.
And not smile one time, dog.
I'll give my last and final take. I don't think the Nuggets make it to pass. I don't even think they make it to the Western Conference Finals, let alone to the finals. I'm going to say that. I don't think they're making it. Everything else I agree with you on, but Lakers in 5.
Lakers in 5.